What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Pardison. Okay, Pardison Fontaine, he is the ex-boyfriend of Meg Thee Stallion, and apparently she dissed him in her newest single, Cobra, or a first single of 2023 called Cobra. And she produced a video, and people believe that she may be speaking about Partisan cheating on her. Listen, people, y'all know how I feel about Meg Thee Stallion. I don't have anything against her. I don't dislike her. I just think that she's allowing others to manipulate her and use her. I don't think she has a real fan base. I truly believe she knows this. Partisan was writing for her musically, and they had this abrupt breakup a few months back. I believe it was right after the Tory Lanez verdict. Partisan did not attend the court meetings when she went. He decided to just show support online. That was it. There was information that came out that she was messing around with other people besides Tory Lanez at the same time she was dating Tory Lanez. I mean, she was just really wild during that time, right? And I think some of that stuff coming out may have affected Partisan. Maybe she lied to Partisan about certain things, or maybe there were things that went on that caused him, according to her. Now, this is according to what she's putting in music. I truly believe she is dissing Partisan, because Partisan did respond. Put this on the screen. Partisan did respond with this post, this future video clip that says "an evil world." So he knows that she's talking about him. Meg Thee Stallion has sicked her weirdo fans on him, right? Meg Thee Stallion only has fans on social media. They don't, she doesn't have a big fan base. She really does not. Her fans are only online. Those are the only place you're gonna find a Meg Thee Stallion fan is on social media. Okay, the misfits of society, right? They need to cling on to somebody, and they cling on to her. They cling on to others, but they definitely cling on to her. They were the main ones online who defended her, even though they know what she did to Tory Lanez is wrong. They continue to do so. Let's get into this. And again, I said this, and I believe I may have said this to Partisan in my commentary about Partisan. You went out there and you really supported Meg Thee Stallion. You had her back. I do believe something happened. I don't think we're getting the full story. I think that something caused him, if this is true what she's saying, and I have to believe what she's saying is true, the fact that he would cheat on her in their bed lets me know that he was sabotaging the relationship because he didn't want to be with her anymore. Now again, or it's revenge. Now again, this is according to her. There could be more to this, but if he did do that, he did it for revenge, because she did something to him. Because why would a guy who has feminist tattooed on his stomach cheat on her in her own bed? Unless he was doing it because he wanted to hurt her, because she had hurt him. Would not be shocked if she stepped out of the relationship, but of course she knows her fans are highly delusional and they're going to defend her no matter what. So let's get into this. According to The Root, just as a snake shed its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. These are Meg Thee Stallion's opening words in her latest and first single of 2023, Cobra. And while her past encompasses everything from death of family members to a traumatic shooting, it's her old relationship with ex-Pardison Fontaine that has people talking. Let me say this too. Why is it that every man that Meg Thee Stallion gets with, she has a falling out with? Is there any ex, maybe Moneybagg Yo, but I think there was some issues there. It seemed like every guy she deals with, there's an issue. Tory Lanez. Now we have Partisan. There was a boyfriend who she had a fight with, that she had a physical fight with, right? She was arrested for that, by the way. Every man that she dates, she has issues with. She can never walk away from a relationship and everything be cool. There's always some issues that are there. And I think Meg Thee Stallion has to look herself in the mirror. Now, again, in this situation, we only have one side. Drop It at Midnight on Friday. Nearly 4 minute song sees the Stallion talking about everything from her depression, how she turned to drinking to mask her problems. But the line that got folks talking the most was when she alluded to a past lover cheating on her. Pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his D slurked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more this I can take. Now, this is according to her, right? If we do the math correctly, the anxiety rapper was dating fellow rapper and songwriter Pardison Fontaine during the time she was going through all the emotional trauma stemming from the Tory Lanez case and was gearing up to go to trial soon. The two even celebrate their 2-year anniversary in October 2022, just 2 months before the tumultuous trial began. Giving those facts, one could only surmise that she was referencing Partisan's infidelity in her new song. When folks online started to put the pieces together, many of the hotties were pissed at Party and took to X Twitter to express it. Okay, let's look at some mental illness. For Party to betray her in the lowest time of her life just showed who he really was as a person. Things that he said not in her favor during the trial time period when he wants to get on stage and do poetry and shit. You flop, get the F off stage. No, the only flop here is the person you're supporting. Gone and lock up all them comment sections now at Party. I knew Party didn't stand on business when rappers half his height and weight were clowning Meg for being struck and not one swing was swung. Cheating on Meg Thee Stallion in her own bed, Party N-word effing catch you. You got faceless accounts. Additionally, Cobra sends as deep of a visual message as it does in the lyrics. In the video, you see Meg shedding her skin as a cobra does in real life, a time that's vulnerable and pertinent to remove parasites and other harmful things that may have attached itself to the snake. According to animal experts, and while those same experts say that for most snakes, they usually find somewhere safe and secure to shed their skin as their defenses are down, in Cobra, Megan instead shedding in a clear glass box with cameras snapping pictures all around her. Is a clear symbolism to the way she was essentially forced to endure her most vulnerable moments in spotlight without the shield of privacy and respect. The sentiment can also be heard through her words as she details her mental health struggles, her depression, and how she turns to drinking to mask her pain, how she hit rock bottom, and how she wanted to even unalive herself due to pain. I can't imagine what it must feel like to lose your parents, your grandparents, and experience getting struck, losing friends, and then being betrayed by someone you love. Okay, this is like a piece for. This is like something they're putting up as propaganda. And this is what Party posted. This is a future video clip, or basically it's an evil world we live in. Is basically the video clip.
It's an evil world we live in. 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 It's an evil world we live in.
And that's what he posted in response. So listen, I don't think that we're hearing the whole story. And I think Partisan should speak his truth. If he feels like she's only putting half the information out there, then he should, offer what he believes to be the nail in the coffin for this relationship. But y'all got to understand something. Partisan has moved on to another woman. Now, again, I've had my criticisms of Partisan, but I knew something like this would happen. I knew that this was how this relationship would end. He did this to you and you waited until you made music about it. That lets me know you didn't think it was that big of a deal, because from what I've seen from a lot of women, if they get betrayed like that, they're gonna speak about it on social media immediately. But what I did see was the fact that, you know, once it was publicly, like, the public didn't even know they broke up. Let's be real about this. Nobody in the public knew that these two broke up. We just saw her on a date with a soccer player. Now there was now Pardison sort of responded to the breakup rumors, and then shortly after, now he didn't respond. He sort of subliminally put out here, like, you know, basically kind of mocking the rumors. But then a few days later, we see Meg Thee Stallion on a date with a soccer player. So when exactly did the relationship fall apart? Did this cheating, I mean, did you stay with him afterwards? I mean, to me, it just seemed like these two just didn't, you know, they just stopped dealing with each other. So obviously she didn't see it as that big of a deal, because the one thing I know about women, they're going to speak about it immediately. They're going to go live. They're going to leak it to the public to make the other person look bad. So obviously, if she's talking about Partisan, because that's what a lot of people are alluding to her speaking about, then why didn't she speak about it sooner? It's because, you know, she wanted to use it for music, which lets me know she didn't really care about the relationship anyway. Because if she actually had feelings involved in that relationship, she wouldn't wait until she had to promote music in order to put it out here. This guy Partisan, he done moved on. He's already dating another female artist. Like, he's moved on, you know, which is what happened in this situation with Meg Thee Stallion. She never has a decent letting go of a relationship. Now, I want you hypocrites to call out Meg Thee Stallion for doing what, let's say, the baby did. The baby admitted to sleeping with Meg Thee Stallion, right? Meg Thee Stallion is putting it out here that one of her exes, Pardison, cheated on her. But y'all are going to celebrate that. Y'all going to praise that because you people are hypocrites. And y'all used to defend Pardison. Even though he looked crazy getting on Twitter trying to defend her, you know, a situation she put herself in. Let's be real about this. That whole Tory Lanez situation, that was a situation that was started by her getting drunk and jealous. If she wasn't drunk and jealous, they never would have gotten in the car together with each other. And I don't believe that she's being 100% honest about the shooting. I really don't. I think she just went with the flow. They told her, hey, he did it. And she's like, yeah. And we all know that ain't the truth. But again, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, Patreon. I'll see y'all next one.